Hi everyone, my name is Delene Grant and welcome to part 3 of my presentation on Naimark Law Firm, the criminal activities of Naimark Law Firm. Ryan Naimark and Courtney Madison both joined forces with these lawyers to falsely represent my cases, okay? It was now Naimark's law. It's now Naimark's law's turn to complete its deception. Okay, Ryan Naimark and Courtney Madison between 2019 and 2022. 2020. January, February, and March 2020. February 1st, 2020. Okay, I told you I kept sending emails, you know. At this point in time, I've been getting assistance from a friend in putting things together, right? COVID did not exist as yet, all right? So all these emails that I had written, it was assistance because I could only use my left hand, okay? So to Ryan Naimark, and I said, dear Mr. Naimark, okay, because of the motor vehicle accident, I was in a lot of pain. I was in a lot of pain. So then it was early in the morning. I texted Ryan Naimark, and then he said he's not a doctor. I only tested him to let him know that I got denied by the insurance company, and here I am suffering. I can't sleep. I'm in a lot of pain since the motor vehicle accident. So at the point in time, early in the morning, maybe it was about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I let him know that I'm still up in pain. All right. So he said he was not a doctor. So I put it in writing to him, as you can see, to Ryan Naimark. I said, I knew you were not a doctor. I was just trying to tell you that since July 2019, 2 accidents later, that I have not received any assistance from the doctors and have sleepless nights in pain. I had asked several times for a pillow and other items to assist with sleep and around the house, but have been ignored. My life has been further disrupted because of the accidents. Okay, please feel free to read. Okay, I even told him here, Ryan Naimark, I said again in February. This is not the first time. I told him already, maybe twice since 2019, since retained. And here again in February 2020, I said, I did not sign a retainer with Nicolini Law Firm for disability or wrongful dismissal cases. I waited 8 months without knowing anything about my cases, including the fact that statements of claims were filed in the court. This came to my attention in January 2019, 8 months after my termination of May 2018. Please feel free to pause and read. I'm giving him details, and especially maybe the bolded area, okay? Please feel free to pause and read. Thank you. As you can see, I was laying it out to Naimark Law. I was laying it out everything, right? Because up to this point, I still have not met with the lawyer. Okay, I've not met with a lawyer. So I'm trying to ensure that he got everything covered. I just read like the bolded section here. It says, my family doctor misdiagnosed me. The physiotherapist, first rheumatologist, and insurance doctor all choose to record false information, which was provided to the Money Life Insurance Company and WSIB 2016-2018. Information recorded on paper, documented by the doctors, was not a true report of my physical state. Hence the reason I had to return to work to use my left hand only. Okay, please feel free to pause and read. And this section here this is regarding like the motor vehicle accident, right? I'm laying everything out, right? I said to Naimark, Ryan Naimark, I received a check in the amount of $3,400 for both accidents. As a matter of fact, I thought it was both. It was one accident. The second accident, I got nothing for it, right? The first accident, only $3,400, right? From Aviva Auto Insurance. This amount was less than the loss on my 2-year-old Honda CRV, which was over $4,000 confirmed by Honda Canada. I went to Honda and understated that if I should sell my car, right, I would not have gotten the amount for it. And if I sold my car, I would have to still pay the difference. So I would have been without a car and still paying car payment, eh? Okay? I was scared to drive my vehicle after two consecutive accidents. Mr. Naimark, you had suggested that I cash the check. Then you would sue for the difference. If I should cash this check, how would I receive the difference when the system recorded that I have fibromyalgia? I am uncomfortable in cashing the check. Therefore, please advise. Did you receive the final information from Aviva Insurance? It is now 6 months, almost 7 months, and I have not been thoroughly examined by any medical doctor, the hospital, or anyone who cares. Didn't I lay it out there? Wow. Then I stated here I was looking forward to speak with a psychiatrist, continue to see a doctor for my injuries, and continue physiotherapy. But I currently do not trust the medical system here in Canada. All right? Feel free to pause and read the entire information here if you wish. Okay? Thank you. And here again, it was 5 of 5. It was 5 pages, right? Here I indicated, Mr. Naimark, as I've informed you earlier about my medical report for the Ministry of Health, my medical report is incorrect. The letter that came to my house directly requested by Benjamin Law Firm came from the Ministry of Health. That was manipulated to confuse my cases. By the way, Dr. Malik had recorded on his report that my injury of 2016 is now flexor tendonitis and not decubitus tendonitis. No wonder everyone is confused. Okay, and let's see here, doctors. That's it here. I had a report also the doctors. Okay, another attachment here, Naimark law. So here, if you can read it, doctors did me wrong. Lost trust in the Canadian medical system. Okay, please feel free to read. Okay, if you can. Okay, this is the other document that I did show you on the previous slide. Okay, this is it, Naimark law doc. Actually, I've been putting this together since November. Okay, period December after I saw Naimark law, when I left his office there. Okay, December to January there. Okay, so I've included this, and then I said, thank you for meeting with me on Saturday, November 23rd, 2019 to discuss my concerns. He said meeting in November 2020 scheduled for 6 p.m. waited for an hour. Okay, so this was after the meeting and I started putting this together. He said, when I left your office, I realized that I was still confused about the disability claim that was filed within the court on my behalf. Nicolini Law had earlier, November 2019, right, confirmed that WSIB and LTD, long-term disability claims, could not be litigated at the same time. It is either one or the other. So you can already see that Nicolini Law Firm did me wrong, eh? Because they had WSIB and then says gonna file long-term disability. And yeah, I tell you. So now he's telling me to tell my new lawyer that both cannot be done. He has WSIB and this lawyer now has long-term disability. Anyway, you just see the deception. You know that these lawyers weren't doing right by me. It says here, I have exhausted all my funds and I've been borrowing from others to pay my bills. Oh my God. Anyway, it's stated here, because it's now 2020, I got fired in 2018. Okay. I said I was, it's stated here, May 2020, I will be exactly 2 years since my dismissal without any prior knowledge of the amounts litigated or what the statement of claims entailed. I was scheduled to have a long-term disability examination for discovery on August 16, 2019 with Benjamin Law, which would have allowed clarity of the long-term disability statement of claim. However, due to both car accident of July 2019 and August 2019, and all my cases were transferred to your firm to be reviewed in May 2020. Okay, while waiting, is it possible to provide a summary of what my claims entail so that I could confirm if I agree? Please advise on the content of the statement of claim. Okay, and here, please feel free to pause and read. Okay, I'm just gonna scanning through and go. All right, at this point, I'm gonna read this section here. It says, I did not retain nickel law, disability, or wrongful dismissal claims. Okay, you see the amount of time that this, I think this is the third time now I'm telling Ryan Naimark, right, that I had not retained Nicklin Law Firm for wrongful dismissal or long-term disability claims. Okay, sent in January. Okay, it's continued. I was laying everything out there for Ryan Naimark. Okay, I also told him about Benjamin Law Firm. All right, and about the examination for discovery and all that, and that it was going to be 6 months. 6 months. It says, on July 12, 2019, I received a letter from the law firm advising of a scheduled examination for discovery on August 16, 2019, 6 months since retained, right? And then here, I'm telling Naimark Law about some fruit marking law. Retained, it should have been March 28th, I think, 2019. I retained some fruit to marking law for wrongful dismissal. So I'm laying everything out there because this was February and I had not retained. I have not sat with this lawyer, I have not sat with this lawyer, okay, to discuss any of my cases or even say phone call. COVID was 2020, but COVID didn't exist at this point in time. Maybe tax existed from what I heard, but it was not a threat at this point in time, right? So I could have met with a lawyer and we didn't meet at all. Okay, please feel free to pause and read if you can. Okay, thank you. I told him also about the Canadian Human Rights. I told him about the Canadian Labour Board. And then I indicated here, I was retained by your company, Naimark Law, on July 11, 2019. I'm giving a lowdown. I'm telling them this is the entire thing, because this lawyer up to February 2020, he has not met with me. So I'm pouring my heart out here, right? I talk about my the family doctor, the new family doctor, and Nicklin Law. November 2019. I said, prior to the above date, the last time I saw or spoke with the lawyer was in November 2018 when I made an appointment with the firm to discuss the reason my WSIB claim was suspended in October 2018. Okay, feel free to I guess it was maybe for something else, because I remember going to his office. I think it was October 31st, I think. Okay, please feel free to pause and read. COVID, okay? COVID started. How the coronavirus outbreak unfolded in New York region. So COVID started, and now it was March. Said during this month, received summons for accident dated July 2nd, 2019. 8 months later, for April hearing. Okay. It was January. I received the first summons for the motor vehicle accident. Not talking about the motor vehicle accident now, but I'm just showing you things that happened in between. When I retained Naimark Law for wrongful dismissal, long-term disability. So Naimark Law had 4 cases for me. Okay, all my cases was at Naimark Law. Okay. Please feel free to review if you can. April 2020. I still not met with the lawyer. Okay. April 2020, COVID lockdown, COVID lockdown. So, April 20 to April 23, this week here, it's court cancel on April 21st for accident dated July 2nd, 2019. No new date given. Okay. April 24th to April 27th, the government was thinking of reopening, because I guess they locked down for a short time, right? And then on April 9th, I received this legal expense insurance. Not sure what it was about. I had to call them about it, but I guess they're saying all their clients were signing, so I signed. Redress client info. I did explain in the motor vehicle accident presentation. Okay, so April 9, 2020, from Denise Coy. Okay, yeah. Please feel free to pause and read. Thank you. So the letter, right? Within the letter, it was a legal expense insurance, and it says a redress after the event insurance, legal expense insurance for personal injury claims, and it says contingency free agreement. So I just include these just to show you that although I was waiting on Naimark law, these are things that are happening in between. I never met with a lawyer once regarding my employment law, right? My long-term disability or wrongful dismissal. Everything so far was like regarding like the motor vehicle accident, from the summons and this insurance thing here, All right, so please feel free to review if you can. Thank you. Examination for discovery, wrongful dismissal only. Still getting from wrongful dismissal. Still haven't heard about the cancelled long-term disability 26 April 16, 2019. All right, as you can recall, coerced and my examination for discovery was cancelled. Okay, since retained on July 26, 2019, there had been no mention of a new date for the cancelled examination for discovery long-term disability. 8 months later, August 2019 to April 2020, there was still no mention of the cancelled examination for recovery long-term disability. Okay. An email received on April 2020, right, to remind of the examination for discovery wrongful dismissal. As you can see from Denise Coy, and it says Tuesday, April 21st, 2020, and it says letter re-examination for discovery, and it says again, dear Delane, further to our recent phone call, please see the attached letter regarding the examination for the discovery scheduled for May 15th. And within this email was the attachment. Letter received 7 months prior, September 26, 2019. Reminder of the upcoming examination for discovery for wrongful dismissal dated May 15, 2020. No mention of a new date for examination for this discovery, right? My LTD, long-term disability, which was cancelled on August 16. What was going on? Okay, so as you can see, September 16, 2019, and this still says, and it says Friday, May 15, 2020, examination for discovery, and it says Grant versus Mobility. Date of loss May 24, 2018. That simply means it was for my wrongful dismissal. Okay? Feel free to pause and read. Okay. May 2020. Deliberate delay of my cases. Naimark law refused to discuss my cases with me. No, it's May 2020. I retained a lawyer on July 26, 2019, and I've not with the lawyer once to discuss my cases. I met with the lawyer just briefly in November regarding my pension, and it only lasted like 50 minutes or less, I tell you, and it didn't assist me. Okay? Naimark law refused to provide advice. Naimark law made my cases their own. So all along, Naimark law was undoing my stuff to make it seem as if they're actually working for the defense and I didn't know. So we're trying to undo things to make sure that Bell, Mobility, and Money Life and all those entities were covered. Okay? Deliberate delay of my wrongful dismissal long-term disability cases by Naimark law firm. First delay, July 2019 to May 2020, 10 months because of these lawyers. Okay? And second delay, May 2020 to January 2021. Okay, here we go. A summary of Naimark law firm joined forces with Nicolini Law, Ida Nicolini and Ashton Steele, and X Morley Law, Hussein Muftaderi, to ensure that my other cases were thrown out of the court of law. Cases, wrongful dismissal, and long-term disability. COVID 2020. Reopening of the province Ontario began on May 12th. Remember, my discovery was supposed to be on May 15, okay? But Naimark Law decided to postpone the examination for discovery, wrongful dismissal, dated May 15, 2020, for a later date, September 29, 2020. The week of May 19, 2020, most businesses in Ontario were in operation, but the examination for discovery, wrongful dismissal, was already postponed. Okay? And guess what happened? May, I still have not sat with Naimark Law, Ryan Naimark or Courtney Madison, to discuss my cases, okay? And as proof here, it's all here, May 20 to April 23. This I got offline, and it was giving us the what was upcoming, regarding COVID, and if Canada was gonna lock down, Ontario that is gonna be locked down or open or whatever. So April 2020, we went through that section into May 9th to May 12th. Here it says reopening. Right here it says the provincial government announces the reopening date. Okay, for 500 Ontario. Okay, reopening began. Okay, it was proposed. Thinking of reopening from April 24th. They are thinking of reopening. You see here, April 24th to April 27th. If you can go online, that is if they don't remove it, okay. And then on May 9th to May 12th, their reopening began. May 13th to May 14th, reopening. Things were reopened, right? May 15th, May 2018, discovery cancelled. My thing cancelled. My examination for discovery was cancelled. Defense do not think Zoom is safe. Premier had stated at least 10 persons in a space, right? So they didn't want us in office, so Zoom was recommended. And then Bell Mobility lawyer Hussein Muftaderi said no, he did not think Zoom was safe. Okay? May 19, May 27, May 22nd, open. All right? Waited 10 months for examination for discovery, wrongful dismissal, but postponed by Naimark Law until September 29, 2020. Another wait, 1 year and 2 months. During COVID, Hussein Muftaderi asked that the case dated May 15, 2020 be postponed since he did not believe that the Zoom platform was safe. Still no mention of the cancelled examination for discovery, long-term disability, which was scheduled for August 16, 2019. Okay? Examination for discovery, new date. Denise Coy sent Wednesday, May 6, 2020 at 3:10. She said, unfortunately, it says here, I just wanted to update you on your examination for discovery. Unfortunately, we are not able to agree to proceeding via video conference. We have confirmed the new date of September 29, 2020 to proceed with in-person examination. Confirming letter will be sent out today. I had spoken to Denise, and she did tell me that Hussein Bell's defense lawyer did not trust the Zoom platform. Okay. Just letting you know here, said that did not hear from Denise again until August 18, 2020. After they say, did not hear again from Denise until August 18, 2020. No attachment received with email, only informed of change in date above. I did not see. She said that the information would have been sent, but I didn't get it. But the date, this date, right? September 29, 2020 was received. Wrongful dismissal as per prior letter received. Oh, the attachment that came with this letter was still September 26, 2019. But I did not receive the new date information. Okay. Please feel free to pause and read if you wish. Thank you. As per the previous slide, there was an attachment, right? The email, this was the attachment that came with the email. So Denise didn't forward the correct information to me. She still submitted the first letter I got, which was September 26, 2019, and it still says grant versus mobility, and this was Friday, May 15, 2020. You should have said September 29, 2020. So I got this, right, with the attachment, with the email that was sent. This was the attachment, which was a wrong attachment. However, it should have been this. For May 6, 2020, I finally received attachment letter in email dated August 18, 2020. I brought this forward to let you see what it should have been. Okay, so I didn't hear back from Denise until August, and then that's when I got the correct information. It says grant versus mobility, date of loss May 24, 2018, and it says examination for discovery Tuesday, September 29, 2020, right at 10 a.m. And again, this is for wrongful dismissal. Still no information on my long-term disability. Examination for discovery, which was cancelled. Okay, as I said, now 9 months, still no mention of the cancelled examination for discovery long-term disability, which was cancelled for August 16, 2019. Okay, please feel free to read the other parts if you wish. Okay, thank you.